Right, good morning everybody. Welcome to Brands Hatch. My name's Peter. I'm just going to run through the safety briefing and the format of the day. Before I get into the driving side of things, we'd like to introduce Chris over in the corner here. He'll be popping up behind various barriers around the circuit during the course of the day, taking photographs of all of the cars on circuit. About 2 days, Chris, roughly 2 days, you should have an email link and all the images will be available online. If there's any shots you would like in particular, by all means feel free to see Chris before he disappears out onto circuit. Now, if you're driving today, you should have the rather fetching pink wristband. That one will obviously allow you to drive out on circuit during the course of the day. It will also allow you to ride as a passenger as well in any car. So if you want to jump in with somebody else as a passenger, you're more than welcome to do that.
And hi everyone, this is me, Racing Wolf, and I missed the circuits, cars, this sound, this fuel smell. I miss this, and yes, racing season is already started. Unfortunately, Melbourne GP for Formula 1 was cancelled, Formula E cancelled, Formula 2 cancelled, but no one cancelled the TrackDay at Brands Hatch, and I'm here today, and not just filming, but doing something else. Let's go, I'll show you quickly. Guys, this is me, Racing Wolf, back in the truck. Let's go, let's have some fun.
You're on the left. You need to move over so I can go past you.
Right guys, this beauty today is mine for 1 hour and 15 minutes. Not only mine, I share it with the other driver, but yes, this is Ford Focus, Ford Focus Cup to be more correct. I used to interview one of the organizers of the Ford Focus Cup, so yeah, I found the deal and I decided, yes, I want to do that, I want to test it, I want to try it. So today it's not 1 hour and 15 minutes, it's all day for me, it's all my life today here with this Ford Focus. So I'm gonna do one more 15 minutes practice session. I think in the next 5 minutes I'm gonna go out. Later I'll chat to the owner of this car. I'll give you more and more and more information. I'll take you on board with me, hopefully, if Stuart will let me do that. So yeah, lots and lots and lots of information gonna be today. Also, we have another cars, another drivers, but not sure if I'm gonna go through the pit lane. I want to be concentrated on this car at the moment, and I want to get my best results. Listen, the first session I spun out right at is that McLaren corner, isn't it?
Clearways at the top. That's where
Clearways at the top. And you know what? I think I a little bit over pushed it.
Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah, I definitely think you've over pushed it. Yeah.
What is the problem there to spun out the car? Is
Well,
that too
I
hard
think
on the
there was a bit of a catalogue of things that went on there. I did notice at the point you turned in that you turned into the bottom corner quite fast, and I thought you're carrying a lot of speed through there, which meant that you were approaching the corner at the top a lot quicker than you had done previously. It was still a bit greasy up there because it was early in the morning, and I think you come off the throttle, probably braked a bit, which give you a load of front grip but no rear, and then before you knew it, you're the wrong way around. So it's just one of them things that you just got to get used to with it being front wheel drive. I think you've got a bit of experience with rear wheel drive more than front, haven't you? Which is one of them things.
Yeah. So next time I have to more coast around the corner rather than go under the brake.
Just be a lot smoother. As soon as you hit the brake, you get a lot less grip on the rear because everything transfers to the front. You get a load of front grip then, but not a lot of rear. And I think it was just a catalogue of things this morning. It was a bit greasy still. Tyres were probably a little bit cold. You were a bit probably ambitious, and before you knew it, you're the wrong way around. So, but it was you kept the spin quite nice. It was controlled, and you stayed on the track. You didn't end up in the gravel, so that was quite good.
I'll take it easy. I learned first of all. And then I'll go quicker.
Yeah. You spin.
Yeah, on the fast corner.
Yeah.
Right, another session, another spin.
Yeah. We
I'm
spent
really
more time the
sorry.
wrong way around than we have the right way around this morning.
Yeah, yeah. But to be honest with you, that one was. It wasn't like I was scared, you know. But everything what I was thinking, like, mate, it's just a practice.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not where you have to do quicker and quicker
Yeah,
and
yeah,
quicker.
yeah.
It's just to learn.
Yeah.
And this is was for me the most thing. As soon as I start spinning out, I was like, no. If you stuck in a gravel, then it's wrong, you know. And you know what? That one, I wasn't quick, but I was coasting around the corner, and then when I feel that I am slow, I press throttle and lift it off before the, like, literally in the middle of the apex,
Yeah.
because I felt like I'm too quick, and this is where
Yeah.
everything started.
Yeah. Again, all that weight just transferred to the front. As soon as you got on the throttle because you thought you were in control, and then you realise you weren't, you come off the throttle, and all the weight just shifted back to the front again. And before you knew it, it just went round again. It's so easy to do in Paddock Hill Bend. There's a lot going on in there. You know, you're turning in, you're going downhill. It's undulating, which means that one wheel's probably losing grip more than the other. And it's just, you've got to be really committed in Paddock Hill, but very smooth. It's one of them corners that once you get it right, you'll know you've got it right, and it's
Got it.
you know it is one of those corners.
And is these diesel engines, are they heavier?
Yeah, they are a bit heavier than the normal petrol engines.
So I should be more like a
Yeah,
smoother with the pedal.
yeah, you've got to be smooth. Everything in racing is smooth. There's no, you don't go faster by being erratic in racing.
Even Formula One?
No, yeah, you look at all them Formula One drivers. If you could take the car from around them and look at what they're doing in the car, they're not erratic. You know, everything they do, all the movements on the pedals are smooth. Everything that they're doing on the steering wheel is smooth. There's nothing that's erratic. You might get a bit of erratic racing when they're side by side, and you know, but that's the nature of racing. But to be fast and consistently fast, you've got to be smooth all the time. That's how racing is. Some
Nice
people
one.
can do it easier than others. So that's just how some people are quicker than others.
So I'll take it nice and smooth on
Yeah.
the throttle when I finish my braking.
Yeah, so you need to be turning a bit later and squaring the corner off really. Instead of turning through the corner, you want to have the steering open, so less lock on it. So as you turn in, you can turn in and then open your steering back up, so you're approaching Paddock Hill Bend and the bottom of Paddock Hill Bend a lot straighter than
And
having
this way
it.
I can come back on the power.
Yeah, which means then also all four tyres, if you're straighter, all four tyres are making better contact on the track, and all sorts of things are going on.
Got it. We'll correct myself in the next
Yeah,
session.
no
Thank
worries,
you, mate.
no
Thank you.
worries.
Right, guys, I've done my second practice session already, and in both of them I spun out. It's I'm laughing now, but it's not that fun when you're inside the car and you're going through the quickest paddock bend corner. Yeah, but I've been given lots of advices by the people who is with me today. I'll introduce you to them after my third go. Yeah, guys, so as I said, two of my sessions wasn't that successful because I was too quick. Now, next to me, what's your name, sir?
Jonathan Bevan.
Jonathan Bevan. Jonathan, because I heard how you've been speaking with, what the name of the gentleman?
I forget his name, but I call everyone Dave, so he's Dave.
Yeah, so I heard your conversation, and you've been talking really good about racing line around Brands Hatch. Tell me a few maybe tips which will make me not quicker but a bit better.
I'm not sure I'm the best person to actually give tips, because I'm not the best racing driver. I'm a better car builder. But you just, on the track day, they put cones out. And if you follow those cones exactly, they're the perfect line for a track day. And I always say it to people who've never driven the track before at Brands. It looks easy, but it's never easy if you're going quick. And if you follow the cones from point to point, then at the end of the day you get round safely. As soon as you deviate away from them, you make the line shorter and a more difficult line, which is where your little problems have been this morning. But I will never take me as the gospel or the Bible for motor racing.
You know, for me today, any tips is useful. You know, and I mean, I'm not looking for the best drivers, but I can see that you've done quite a lot of racing and the practice sessions. Am I right?
Yeah, I've raced them. We race an old Honda touring car in something called Tin Tops.
Wow.
So we do that, and I've got a couple of old racing cars as well. And really, but I don't go very far. So I live 5 minutes from Brands Hatch and spend most of my time at Brands Hatch. So I'm all right going around Brands. I could do it with my eyes shut. But take me to another circuit, I might struggle a bit more. But yeah, it's a lovely circuit. Nice day, nice and sunny.
Yeah.
And but I always say to everyone, take it easy for a few laps, warm everything up, follow the cones, and you'll go around perfectly.
Nice one. Thank you very much for advice.
That's
and the last
right.
question: do you still own that Honda?
I still own the Honda. If you go on Facebook and look up Bevanimp, BEVANIMP, you'll see about all our racing history from the early 70s, where we won the British Touring Car Championship. Then we did special saloons in the 76 with a chap called Rob Mason. Then we had a Ford Anglia doing historic saloons in the 90s with Rod Burley. And then my father said to me that he decided he wanted to go racing again. So we bought a Honda, and ever since then we've been racing that. But yeah, we've got a couple of cars in restoration at the moment, and one of them's the original touring car, the British touring. It was a British and European and German touring car from the 70s, a little Hillman Imp, which I'm really pleased to get back. And I've also got my father's A40, which is an original Goodwood car.
A40?
Yeah, a little Austin A40.
Oh yeah.
And also was a lap record. It was under 1,000cc lap record car here as well.
Wow.
So between 64 and 66. So we own two of the original family cars. So we spent most of our life as a family racing at Brands Hatch.
Nice one. Maybe one day we can arrange something when you're driving and I can film you.
No problem at all. You're welcome anytime.
Brilliant. Thank you very much for this information.
Nice to meet
Thank
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Right, guys, nice information, good tips, and also this gentleman has so many cars, so I'll try to arrange some filming or something like this. Now I'm gonna prepare myself for my third session, and I'll take it easy because I spun out on the fastest corner, paddock bend, and then I spun out in another corner, don't remember the name of the corner, but I'll let you know later. And I might take you with me on board now.
You okay?
Yeah. Yeah. I understand what the gentleman mean about the paddock bend.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's braking, and I've seen like all the way to that gate.
Yeah, and then turn.
And then nicely turn in. Not like boom, like.
You like make the corner square instead of
a
round corner.
Yeah, and it's honestly, it gave me like, so this one. And like you said, the straight.
Yeah.
When you make it near the wall.
Yeah.
And you make your braking all the way to there. It's quicker.
Yeah.
You don't keep the car in the corner. You brake on a straight line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You almost got to make your own straight down here.
Sorry?
You almost got to make your own straight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Instead of going round, you've got to make your own straight.
Yeah. Yeah. And.
Go on, you can go.
Right, guys, we finished lunch. We had already our lunch. Remind me your name.
David.
David.
Yeah.
That's why. That's why he said he calls everyone David.
Yeah, he got it right.
David, amazing car, first of all.
Yeah, the good little
I
cars.
love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Like you've done racing as well.
Yeah. So I started racing in 2001. Used to race short ovals, and then I moved on to circuits in 2016. So got quite a lot of experience to go around in circles. So.
But what is that type of racing?
Short ovals.
Short ovals.
Yeah. So like stock car racing.
Oh.
Yeah. So I've done quite a few different formulas on the ovals.
Is that like
so.
a Formula?
Brisker Formula 2. Yeah. That's what I used to do.
Oh, they're hard to control.
Yeah.
And you need to go sideways.
Yeah, I was a shell driver. That was my thing. So that was what I used to say. Usually, if it's wet conditions and stuff like that, I'm quite good. That's my conditions. I like the car moving about a bit. So
you said me that after that you done one season of BMWs.
No, I've done 3 seasons of BMWs.
3 seasons?
Yeah. So
how was it?
Yeah, all good. Yeah, I'm top 10 car. So
wow.
So we get in the top 10. We have big grids, 40 cars. So it's quite a big formula, and my aim was to get top 20. That's what I was going to be happy with, and I was doing that quite quickly. And I thought, we need to push ourselves a bit here. So I wanted top 10. Took me a bit longer to get into the top 10, but I was getting into the top 10. But I wanted it regularly, and that's what we got last season. So.
But I think with their grids, they have a huge grid.
Yeah.
Top 10
Yeah. My best results were at Croft last year. I had a 5th. I was running 4th in race 2, and my gearbox broke. So. I was gutted about that, but it's just one of them things. Racing, we have to carry on. So.
How you came up with this idea, FocusCup?
Well, this is Simon and Rob's idea. Simon and Rob are the championship coordinators, and they got involved with this during the NEC Autosport show a couple of years ago. They put their heads together, and they've known each other for a long time. Rob's worked with Simon quite a lot, and they're good friends, and they wanted to do something a bit different, and the idea was the Focus Cup. That's what they come up with, so that's where we are today.
This is your car?
No, this is, all the cars are owned by the championship. So I look after this car. This one's at my workshop, which is based in the Midlands, so it's easy for us to get to Donington or Alton Park if somebody wants to do a test day or a track day. I have one. The rest of the cars are based up in Darlington, and then there's half of them cars based up in Darlington, half of them are based down in Essex. So they all come together at whatever meeting we're at, and that's the way it works.
So all different people, but all the who is involved in FocusCup, they bring all the cars together.
So Simon's got half the cars at his in Darlington, and then Rob's got half the cars down in Essex, and they own all the cars. Nobody owns their own cars, so they're all owned by the championship. It's a full arrive and drive formula. When you come for a race weekend, you get your Friday testing and your race day, all included in the price you pay for the weekend.
And what you can say about it? This is 2-litre diesel.
Yeah, they're 2-litre turbo diesels. There's quite a few modifications, but not a lot. They have had remaps on them, and they're all about 175 horsepower. So there's plenty of power for what they are. They're all identical. They're all running the same shocks. We're running the same tyres. They're weighted up, so a lot of the drivers across the board, the cars are all the same weight really. And then it's basically down to drivers and how good they are on the track. So.
And when I've been driving them, I noticed that the gears are short.
Yeah.
What is it? Why is that?
That's just the way they are. That's just the way. It's a standard gearbox and everything. So.
I mean, is that how they balanced with the engine, or?
That's just how the car is. That's just how. Yeah, it's nothing. We haven't. The gearboxes are the standard gearboxes. We haven't changed them. So that's how they are.
Because very rarely I see someone doing fifth gear on
the
straight,
yeah.
and I have to do that. And it gives me more feeling.
Yeah, the problem is with them being diesels, there's a lot of torque, and you've got to keep in that torque band, which is quite low down in the rev range. If you go any higher than that, you just go out of the torque band, and then there's nothing. You just basically cruising around. There's no power at all. So to keep it in that torque band, that's where you make these cars fast.
Got it. And the last question, you said like you do arrive and drive, then you do something like a track days?
Yeah, so if you want to do a track day, you can purchase the track day. We bring the car to the track. It's £500. We take the car, fuel and everything, run you for the day. You just pay for the track day, which you'll organise yourself, and we'll just turn up, and then you can run around for the day. Nice one.
And it's a one driver, one car?
Yes, yeah. You can split it if you want, but obviously we just need to work that out between if somebody you know you want to split the driving, then obviously you split the costs. So, but if it's if you just want to do it on your own, it's just one driver, one car, and that's it. There can be more cars. We've got plenty of cars that we can take. So if you've got a friend who wants to book on as well, we can take 2 cars or whatever.
And these sessions which I booked, how are they work? How you come up with this idea?
It's mainly really to get people interested in the championship. At the end of the day, you can come and do a track day, and you can go around all day. If you want to race these, it's an ideal opportunity to do a track day because you get a bit of testing as well, extra testing, which you obviously you've got to pay for. But some people don't want to pay £500 for the whole day, and we do these sessions where you can just turn up and do your 15-minute sessions depending on how many you want to do.
So, and where people can find information about
so if you go on the FocusCup website, if you just put in FocusCup.com? No, I think it's .co.uk. It's on Facebook, so just search every portal there is for social media, the FocusCup use. So you put in anything FocusCup and it'll come up. Usually Facebook and then their own website.
As usually, guys, all the links, details will be attached in the description down below, so you can go and check it, and you can see what this guy is doing, and you can organize something like this as well. I still have to do 2 more sessions.
Yeah, 2 more sessions.
Yeah. So, more is coming, guys. All the links in the description, and we carry on with practicing.
Yeah.
David, listen, I'm kind of struggling on this straight. Can you tell me where is my mistake?
So on this main straight at Brands Hatch, you've got it's almost a corner, a really long corner, but you need to make your own straight. The fastest way to turn one from the top at Clearways is basically you've got to go out wide, cut inside, and then as you're approaching Paddock Hill Bend, you've got to go back to the left. As you go back to the left, you've got to get over to the left as far as you can, and then there's a bit of an entry road on the left. Use that as your braking and turning point. Well, you'll probably be braking before that, but that's your turning point. That's going to square your corner off, which means that through the corner you're going to have less lock on, and it's going to be nice and smooth for you in the corner. You don't want to be turning through Paddock Hill Bend because the grip's not there until you get to the bottom. So as soon as you get there, and then you've got all your grip, and then you're all right up into Druids then.
Got it. I'll try it, but I'll take it nice and easy.
Yeah, take it nice and easy.
Thank you.
No spinning like earlier.
Nice one. Thank you. Right, guys, done my fourth practice session and feel much better, more confident. David gave me good advices, so now I'm not trying today to go quick, as I said but now I feel more confident because I approach corners with the more confident. I understand that I'm not putting myself in a danger, car in a danger, So I just keep it nice and easy and build up my confidence with the car, feeling of the grip, feeling of the steering, cornering straight, So I have one more session to go. What we're gonna do, we will take you guys on board with us. Let's go. Yeah, I saw it. I missed the pitch. I was driving, looking to the red light, and then I missed the pitch. And I haven't done it on the purpose. I just missed it.
Right. Do you know which one was the driver?
Yeah.
Which one's the driver?
2890.
Yeah. Okay. Right. What I've got to do is I've got to take that off of you, and then you need to go and receive base control. So go upstairs, all right?
Okay.
They'll tell you at the start line where it is.
Got it.
Okay, mate. Thank you.
Right, guys, this is the end of my amazing day. I've been a bit naughty today because session 1 spun out, session 2 spun out, session 3 and 4 perfect, session 5 I missed the entry to the pit lane when it was a red flag. and yes, I've been penalized for 30 minutes waiting in a pit lane, but it's an amazing day. It was perfect, and I'll try to do something like these sessions. I'll try to do more different categories of racing, different cars. So thanks a lot for watching. If you like this video, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and as usual, I'll see you in the next video. See ya.